when Christ died, he left his spirit in all of us. When you take away all the crud and you take away all the stuff, and it's a process. It's not simple, because all of that crud or whatever is the outside world, um, feeding in, and there's a lot of you know, sermons and things like that, or messages, if you will, that talk about allowing Christ to take up more space in you than the world. And there's scripture that relates that too. Greater is he that is in the world, or greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. Um, so as Christ takes up more and more space in you, inside of you, it pushes out the world. It's a completely, it's a freeing thing. Naturally, I think good things will kind of filter out, like when a rock falls into the water, and it's a ripple effect. Earn acceptance and earn love. It's like there's an ulterior motive. People refer to, oh, well, I got burned. If you're giving freely without having a motive behind it, whether you win or lose, there isn't a win or lose anymore. Doing things unto others, whether you're thanked for it or not, that one thing might, it's like that movie Paying It Forward, where you do one good thing, and then that person does three good things, and then those three people do to three other people, and then those three other people do to three other people, or each do three other people, and it just kind of expands. So, like, you may not know the repercussions of your actions, and if there's no ulterior motive, or a selfish ulterior motive, and you don't care what happens. And so I see it in that way. But if it's a selfish protection or a selfish motivation, like I need that person to like me, I think I think it doesn't create that ripple effect. I think it just stops there. But there are also, there's another scripture I've heard, that it says storing up treasures in heaven. Except many people preach that passage as it's relating to money. In my head, treasures are not, in as I read that, I don't see it as money, or tithing, or it's related to tithing or anything like that. What I see it as is moments. What I see it as is, um, the moments that you interact with people, um, and you bring joy to their day. And again, it's nothing to do with me trying to earn my position in heaven or anything like that. It's, for me, it's sharing what I've gotten to experience, and helping them, um, experience it in the same way, by just enlightenment, that despite how terrible things are in the world, that there is always a good side of things. Everything in our life has some form of trauma and experience, and we all face it, and we all experience it differently. And some have, I mean, some things hurt, right? But I mean, you know, stuff happens to everybody. Much bigger reactions to certain things, and I don't discount and say, one thing is exactly the same as the other. Trauma response is different because of our makeup, and the frequency, and how often it happens, and such. But we all, by our nature, look at things by a measure of good and evil, instead of looking for the light in things. In all circumstances that I experience, I try to find the blessing side of it, even though I recognize there is a negative side or a negative experience or something or a negative impact or whatever it is, but I always try to find the blessing side of it and look at for it in light. Christ takes up more and more space in you, inside of you. It pushes out the world.